Hey, I'm Ollie, and today I want to introduce to you something a little bit different. This is the Reya. No idler, short travel, but all forbidden. This is our first step into the short travel trail category, and like everything we do at Forbidden, we didn't just follow the crowd. It's a dedicated 120, 130mm, full 29er trail whippet, made to maximize the fun on any trail.
What are you on right now? What kind of bike is this?
I'm riding the new Reya. It's our short travel trail bike. No high pivot or idler on this bike. We feel that once you get to like the 120mm of rear wheel travel and the intended use of this bike, an axle path is less of a priority on those smoother trails where square edge hits aren't as common. Some brands, when they do a bike like this, they'll usually take their XC World Cup race bike and then try and like stretch it out, put a longer shock on it, longer fork. But this usually comes with compromises to the kinematics, geo, or usually both. Whereas we looked at our Druid platform and everything we've learned from that and kind of built down from there. Putting it in a leaner, more punchy outfit. Yeah, it's definitely got some big boots to fill in terms of descending characteristics, but I think we've delivered. It is a hell of a lot of fun. The result is a purpose-built short travel trail bike that makes more sense for more riders. I see it as a do-it-all Swiss Army knife of a bike. It's lightweight enough to do some local XC races, but also you could take this thing out into the backcountry and do some horrendous Chilcotin's death march. Yeah, it's just insanely capable on the way down, but it's still light enough and responsive enough that on the climbs, it still comes alive and you can cover ground really fast. Like all of our bikes, the Reya uses our one-ride geometry philosophy. Genuinely proportioned rear centers across the whole size range. Something you won't find on any other short travel trail bike, but the benefits are the same as always. Not the random numbers that you see from other brands, like the rear center actually grows at the same rate as the front center. It's proportional. Better weight distribution, a balanced suspension feel, and consistent front to rear tire grip. We've paired that with steeper seat tube angles on the larger sizes, keeping riders centered and better positioned. Keeping the riders positioned. You designed this, Ollie, and you can't talk about it. Pairing that with steeper seat tube angles on the larger sizes, and you keep the rider's position centered for when the trail points uphill. At the heart of the bike is our reimagined trifecta kinematic. Reimagined, I hear you ask? Well, there's no high pivot or idler to be found on this bike, and that's with good reason. We felt that 120mm of rear wheel travel and the intended use, there's less priority on an axle path. The goal was the same as always, squeeze every ounce of performance out of the rear wheel travel, whether that's sprinting, climbing, or pointing it downhill. Side note, no flex stays. That means no compromised suspension kinematics, no compromise in sensitivity. This is a proper linkage-driven bike. The leverage curve is pretty damn progressive, but that is with good reason. It gives consistent support throughout the travel range so that you can transmit energy from you through the bike and to the ground, whether you're pedaling or pumping. The advent of larger volume air cans on shocks has enabled us to complement the progressivity of the linkage to deliver both sensitivity and traction when it matters most. Pedal kickback. No idler, no problem. We fine-tuned chain feedback to give complementary behavior across the gear range. That means a little more tension in those easier gears and less in the harder ones. The result is a bike that feels calm when climbing, but effortless when descending. Anti-squat sits around 110% at sag in the climbing gears, which really hits that sweet spot. Stable under power, but still active enough to track the ground on that techie stuff. As you move into the harder gears, the anti-squat increases. That means that when it's time to stamp on the pedals, the bike resists diving into its travel, meaning more of your effort turns into forward motion. And now, onto the finer details. As always, accessory mounts and room for a full-size bottle on all sizes. As usual, no headset routing. Instead, we use our versatile cable management system, so you can run the brakes the way you want them. And you even have the option to run a cable-actuated lockout. Despite being light and lively, this thing is built to last. We've used a full complement of properly sized bearings? We've used a full complement of properly sized bearings, no undergunned hardware, and no corners cut to save pointless grams. It's a durable package without the penalty you usually pay for durability. We've also included ISCG mounts for those nifty little chain guides. And as always, there's a full plethora of customized, rubberized frame protection to minimize that chain slap and general wear and tear. Oh, why didn't you put 2 bottles on it? Why didn't you put frame storage in it? Both of these decisions were very intentional. We went with a vertically mounted shock, which takes up the room where a second water bottle is typically located, because that gives a stiffer base and reduces torsional loads compared to a top tube mounted shock. The result is less side loading on your shock, meaning longer shock life and better shock performance. No internal frame storage? Well, that was also intentional. It adds weight to the bike that cannot be removed. It means that you have to create a big hole in your down tube and add more material to it, increasing the standalone weight of the frame, rather than providing accessory mounts where the rider can add or take away mounts, bottle mounts, pump mounts, whatever they need to do. And let's be real, massive down tubes don't do anything for a bike's aesthetic. And also, hydration packs are pretty good these days. And there we have it, the forbidden Reya. Short travel done the forbidden way. See that?
Get closer.
Look at that. Good day well spent.